let's start the contract of agency. How a contract of agency is created? There are in which firstly have you if you heard about that the famous personality William Shakespeare once stated, let every eye negotiable for itself and trust no agent. But in our modern world, how is it possible to a businessman to survive his business or run his business or good, because it's advised not hold good, because it is, we can say, it is a virtually impossible to conduct a business or survive a business, run a business with himself or lonely, but without the help of the agents, because it is not a possible. The appointment of agent is a, we can say, we can find it everywhere in the present day, in a every business world, in a commercial world, because we know that essential to know the law relating to the agency. So firstly, we understand what is the meaning of the agency. An agent is a person. We know in the contract of agency, an agent is a person employed to do any act for another or to represent another in dealings with third person. That means who is agent? Agent is a person who is appointed by the principal for establishing his principal's contractual relationship with the third parties. The person for whom such acts are done or who is represented is called the principal. Who is the principal? Any person who, we can say, any person who is competent to do any act with himself may become a principal. Any sound mind, any come to contractual capacity can may be a principal. So this is called the principal. The contract which creates relationship of principal and agent is called an agency. What is the actual agency and how the principal and the agent create a legal relationship of the contract of the agency? That means that means an agent which is appointed by the principal for doing a work on behalf of the principal, which creates a legal relationship between the principal and the agent, is known as the creation of the agency, contract of agency. Agent, who is agent? Agent is, we can say, a person who create who link or mediatory between the principal and the third party, is known as the creation of the agency. What are the essential and the legal rules are required for the creation of the agency? There should be an agreement between the principal and the agent. Agreement may be the express or implied. First thing is that whenever any party, they are creation of the agency, so there should be firstly an agreement between the principal and the agent. That is like, okay, you are my agent, I am appointing as you my agent, and these are the works you have to appointed, you have to do on behalf of me. So agreement, both the parties may be express or may be implied. The agent must act in the representative capacity. That means the agent that should have that capacity, he can represent all the things. Suppose, let's understand it through the example. Person A has a car. Okay, he wants to sell that car. He appointed B as an agent. So the person B is agent that should be that should have the capacity that he can represent that car to the third party, that on the behalf of the A. The principal must be competent to contract, because the person who is the unsound mind, who has the minority, is not able to competent to contract. So the principal must be the sound mind and the measure. The agent need not be competent to contract. Why? But in the interest of the principal. Because the reason is that we are saying the principal must be the sound mind, and we are saying the agent is not is the sound mind. Principal is the majority, and the agent maybe the minor is also can create a agency. Okay, how is it possible? Because there is a agreement, they are creating a agreement, there is a agreement between the principal and the agent. They are not creating a contract. So we are saying कि for creating a valid contract, so agent must be competent to contract. It should be, he should be sound mind, he should be the major. It's not like that. The consideration is not necessary. That means both the parties in the most of the contract we have heard about that कि there is a consideration, there should be a consideration between the parties. But it's not like that कि there should be a consideration between both the parties. It is not like that. General rule of agency. What are the general rules of the agency that we can see? Whatever a person can lawfully do himself, he may also do the same through an agent. How is it possible? We can understand it like that. First rule, whether a person can do himself, do himself, a person can lawfully do himself, he may also do the same through an agent. How is it possible? We can say whether the act to be done is the any act, whether the act to be done is a character in a personal in a character, or require performance personally. Like example, if we take the example as a marriage. Okay, marriage is a we can say it is a very big part of the life of every person. So it's not like the person who want to do the marriage, he can hire a agent who can appoint it, and you have to do the marriage on behalf of me. So it is a not a possible. So some act, some we can say that some things is like that ki the person only lawfully do himself, he may also do the same to an agent. It is not like that. Okay, whatever. Second rule is that he who act through another does by himself. Distinction between the agent and, like any act we can say, we understand it through like that key. A rule of means that the any act of the principle, like the person, the agent who is doing the act on behalf of the principal, so he has the power, he has the authority to doing any act on the behalf of the principal. So he can make the principal responsible to the third parties. Okay, suppose Anta buy goods from Banta. Okay, and knowing that he is agent for their sale, but knowing who is the principal. So Banta's principal is the person can claim for the Anta's price for the goods. Anta cannot ensue because the person is doing an act on behalf of him. So the person is responsible for that. Okay. Who may employ an agent? So basically, any person who is the age of the majority according to the law to which he is subject and who is of sound mind may employ an agent. Any person who can, who is the sound mind, any person who is the sound mind, he is the majority, he is a subject who may be the employee of an agent, who has the capacity to contractual, competent to contract, he can appointed as a agent. Who may be an agent? As between the principal and the third person, any person may become an agent, because there is nothing like that ki only the principal can appointed a agent. Like any corporate sector, they can also appointed any agent. Okay, so it's not like that ki only principal can uh, appointed a agent. So let's understand the difference between the agent and the servant. So it's not, we can say it's not a similar. There is a difference between the agent and the servant. Agents. Let's first talk about the agent. He has the authority to create commercial relationship between the principal and the third party. So, who is the agent? Basically, the main purpose of the agent, who is the person? Agent is a person who is appointed by the principal, and he has the authority, he has the power to create a commercial relationship, legal relationship between the principal and the third party. If we comparison it to servant, he ordinarily has no such authority. If we let's take the example, person A's servant has the authority to create a commercial relationship between the owner and the third party. No, he has no authority in the case of the servant. Second point, he may work for several principal at a time. So principal, that means the principal agent is not bound to by the principal कि you can do only the work for me, you can create an agency only for me. He has a right, he has a choice, he may work for several principal at a same time. In the case of the servant, he ordinarily work for only for one master at a time. He is bound for doing that. He can only do the work for at the same time for the same one person. In the agent, he usually get a commission. So the principal provide a commission on the behalf of his performance, his work. In the servant, he usually get the salary or wages on the monthly basis. There is a difference between the parties, that means the agency and the servant. Test of agency. What is the test of agency? Let's understand. The question as to whether a particular person is an agent can be verified by finding out if his act bind the principal or not. So we have several tastes. The creation of the agency, how can the taste of agency, the agent is a person, is not a evidence of existence or a agency. Okay, so whether or not a person has an authority to act on behalf of the principal. Okay, so how agent can creation of the agency. So let's understand. Creation of agency by the three types: agency by express agreement, agency by implied agreement, or agency by the ratification. Agency by express agreement. So, agency by express agreement is like appointment in writing or by words or mouth. That means it can be in a writing form or it can be in an oral form. That means the words of mouth by the principal or the between the principal and the agent. Usual form of a written agent agreement, power of attorney, general power of attorney, or a special PA. That means power of attorney, that means the agent has a right to do act on behalf of a principal. That means the power of attorney, as that means he has also the authority of doing that act, usually form of a written agreement. Let's take the example. It is a very clear by the example. There are two persons. A. A residing in Delhi, okay, and his house also in a Jaipur. So, for taking care that house, A appointed B for take care his house. Okay, so that means by express, by in a writing or by words of mouth. Okay, so there is a agency by the express agreement. There is an express agreement between the principal and the agent. So there is nothing like that that means if the principal appointed the agent, so that means he has the power of the attorney. He is responsible to take care of his house, because here he is doing an act on behalf of his principal. That is known as the agency by the express agreement. Agency by implied agreement. due to the conduct of the party or the course of dealing between the parties or the situation of a particular case. So we have the some implied agreement that includes agency by the estoppel, agency by holding out, agency by necessity. So let's understand first what is the agency by the estoppel. Where a person, by his words or conduct, has willfully led another to believe that certain set of circumstances or fact exist, and other person has acted on that behalf, he is not he is stopped from denying the truth of such a statement, although such a state of thing did not in face exist. That means whenever a one person believing another person that I am an agent of that person, and the another person is not denying, not stop him, that take the place as an agency by the stoppers. Let's understand it through the example. X and Y are sitting in a hotel. There is also the person Z is available. X said that to Y, I am agent of Z and I have the authority to sell his property. If you are interested, please tell me. Okay, where Z is also available. Z is also sitting near X and Y. Z is also hear all the conversation that held between the X and the Y. So that means he is not denying to us that you are not my agent. So that means willfully he is believe that certain set of the circumstances, that means that facts exist. Okay, so that person has acted on the belief. That means Y has believed that the X is the agent of the Z. That is the agency of by estoppel. Agency by holding out. More than estoppel, positive or affirmative conduct of the principle is required. Is required. So any agency which is holding out, which create a positive affirmative, that means between the conduct of the principle is required. That means let's understand it through the example. A is the principal who sent his agent B on behalf of him buy some goods at a particular shop, and on a credit I will pay for them. And for these things, the person B, who is the agent of A, misuse of this thing, he also buy the some goods on a credit for his principal, and he also buy some goods for personal use. Okay, so that means the shopkeeper is know about the thing in the this is the he is the agent of that principal. Okay, so who is responsible to pay all the bill of that particular thing? A is responsible because he has to accept the thing to the positively, because he has no, that means he has holding the agency. There is a legal relationship between the agent and the principal. So here in this agency by holding it, that means positively he has to accept the thing, he has to accept that, and he is to responsible to pay that credits to that shopkeeper. Next is agency by necessity. Due to extraordinary circumstances, person may be compelled to act without requiring the consent or authority. If any person who has the authority, any agent who has the authority to doing a something on behalf of this principal, okay, so he can do. That means the necessity is very necessary in the agency by necessity. Person A is the principal and asks to person B deliver these goods at Kolkata, and from there deliver that goods to Santa at Jaipur. Okay, but due to that goods are perishable in nature, so and there is he doesn't have the money to for the traveling. So what can he do? that goods in nature in perishable in nature. So if he will wait for the tomorrow, it will be destroyed. Okay, so necessities thing, he can sell that goods in the Kolkata also. That means agency by the necessity. Necessity is necessary. Conditions, there are some conditions. There must be real emergency to act on behalf of the principal. If suppose the goods are not in the perishable in nature, or so he don't have that authority. He can do that thing only in the real emergency. Agent not in position to obtain the instruction, obviously he don't have the position, he has not obtain the instruction from that. Acting honestly and in the interest of the principal, because he is doing a act on behalf of the principal. Adopting reasonable and practicable course of the action. Cases, what are the cases included in this? He can do this thing where the agent exceed his authority bona fide is emergency, where the carrier of the goods acting as a bailee does anything to protect or preserve the good. That means that goods in the perishable in a nature, so he can do act on behalf of his principal.